It's a typical country breakfast. Fried beets and sausage with garlic for a garnish.
This inn used to do a steady business before this swamp prevented traders and tourists from coming. Now we mostly make our money off of food and drink. I do not gossip.
A warm fire blazes in the hearth. This giant wild boar's head is a trophy of the Burgomeister's last boar hunt. That must have been one impressive boar. The chandeliers lent an aura of faded decadence, not to mention some light, on the Hotel Mordavia.
Still you remain. It is a wonder you have managed to live so long. This town was quiet until you arrived. I am keeping my eye on you. Castle Borgoff is north of the town. The last of the Borgoff family left this valley years ago. Now it is inhabited by some cousin. The people of the castle do not bother this town. I suggest strongly that you do not bother the people of the castle. It used to be that the only monsters around here were the occasional wyverns. Now there are many dangerous things in the valley. It is safe only within the town gates. Dr. Cranium is an idiot and a madman. If you are wise, you will stay away from him. Nikolai is an old man and easily confused. His wife has been missing for years now. He cannot face the fact that she is gone.
You tell the Burgomeister about your adventures in Shapir.
So, you are the son of a sultan. Your stories are better than 1001 Nights.
You tell Igor about your adventures since your last visit. Igor listens while he works, but doesn't comment.
Igor, very happy. Little graveyard humor there. Igor not hear rumors. Igor not know Olga's husband run off years back. Nobody tell rumors to Igor. Guild there. Burgomeister got key. Cemetery east of town. Major tourist attraction. Oh, bad place. No go near. You be very sorry you go near.
There's only a certain amount of punishment your body can stand on any given day. Enough pain, enough gain for now. Try again tomorrow. That was good climbing practice, but you haven't quite got it yet. Keep trying. That was good climbing practice, but you haven't quite got it yet. Keep trying. That was good climbing practice, but you haven't quite got it yet. Keep trying. After some rest, you feel better.
I am looking for my wife. She's been gone too long. I am trying to find Anna. Anna is so beautiful. I love her dearly. Have you seen Anna? I am looking for her.
Just in time to witness a magnificent scientific experiment. I have managed to harness the very primal force of lightning at my beck and call. Now I shall use it to create life itself. Watch this. That was not quite the experimental result I expected. But never mind that. It is merely a momentary setback in the annals of science. I shall readjust the magnetic electrical stimulation system and try again another day. Oh, I have been better. The failure of my MESS was a shocking experience, I can tell you. Understanding and harnessing the power of nature is just one aspect of science. By observing and performing experiments based on the observations, the scientist increases our understanding of the world around us. Here you are, one freshly brewed healing drink. Sip it if you get hurt, and its beneficial vitamins and other ingredients will help your body to recover quickly. Here you are, one freshly brewed universal poison antidote. Experiments are the meat and drink of science. First, you must come up with a hypothesis based on your understanding of the scientific elements. Then perform an experiment to test the hypothesis. Afterwards, you have a pizza. Oh, this is a sad, ignorant land where everyone seems to think more of magic than of science. Still, it is a good place for a scientist to work. There are many fascinating monsters to study, and I can get all the dead bodies I need. Antwerps are a truly fascinating species. They reproduce by splitting into a number of tiny Antwerps, each with their own genetic code. They cannot split voluntarily, however. They only reproduce when cut or stabbed. My test Antwerps came from Spielberg Valley, where there was an Antwerp population explosion last spring. I have come to the conclusion that lightning is electrical in nature, which would put it in the realm of fire. Fortunately, there have been an increasing number of storms here lately, so I have been able to harness some of the lightning and store it for experimental use. I am convinced that the primal force of life is electrical in nature. Of course, it must also involve water for life, and pizza, without which life would be boring. My neighbor Nikolai is not actually as old as he now appears. He has been very unhappy since his wife's disappearance some 15 years ago. I can understand his disappointment. She never brought me back the berries I needed for an experiment.
Start to tell Dr. Cranium about yourself and your adventures, but he quickly interrupts.
But there is nothing so adventurous as pursuing a career in science. Did you know, for instance, that simple scientific principles can be applied to the creation of potions for healing and curing poison?
To tell Dr. Cranium about your first adventures in the Spielberg Valley. Seems vaguely interested in your tales of the Baron and his children, but his eyes positively light up when you mention the Antwerp.
Ah, so you are the Spielberg hero. I went there on an Antwerp gathering expedition a few months ago. The people there are still talking about your adventures.
You continue by telling Dr. Cranium of your encounters with the eccentric wizard Erasmus, the deadly kobold magic user, and the ogress Baba Yaga.
Turned her into a frog? Oh, such poppycock. That is a perfectly straightforward scientific explanation for all of those events. There is no such thing as magic.
You say goodbye.
Oh, it is always a pleasure to have one such as you visit. Perhaps I should wait a day or two before resuming my Frankie experiment. It is very important that the right person stay in charge here.
You can't make out what's behind the window from here. This doorway leads to a private residence. The door is locked. Right, let's try the subtle approach. On second thoughts, better not. No one responds to your knock. The occupants are either absent or asleep. You think about scaling the tree, but decide to practice somewhere else. This just isn't the right climate to climb it. You grab a handful of rocks. You are near the northwestern corner of the forest. An overgrown road once ran east and west through this area. You can see part of the town wall to the northeast and an ominous castle far to the north. You're in the northwest corner of the forest. To the north you can see the castle gate and the end of the road. While the road is now badly overgrown, you can tell that it once led to the east as well. A heavy gate blocks the way to the winding road. Far in the distance, you can see a majestic castle.
Welcome to Moldavia. It's nice to have some fresh blood around here. We so seldom see strangers.
Far in the distance, you can see a grim but majestic castle. This heavy gate blocks access to the castle road. The gate makes you wait. The gatekeeper is a gaunt, tired-looking man with deep-set eyes that stare intelligently at you.
I am Boris Stovich. This is the castle of the Boyars, the title of the rulers of Moldavia. It once belonged to the Borgov family for generations, but the last Borgov has been dead for many, many years. Moldavia is the name of this valley and of the town. Even the inn is called the Hotel Moldavia. The name means Dark Valley. The heads of the Borgov family were the Boyars of Moldavia for ages. The last Borgov disappeared at the time of darkness. No one knows what became of him. It is bad luck to even speak of the time of darkness. Moldavia was a safe and lovely land before that time. Much has changed since then, and for the worse. Boyars are rather like barons of other lands. They own the castle and protect everyone within their domain. I'm not certain who all lives in the castle. I so seldom see anyone from there. There's the master, of course. Then there's the strange foreigner. There's also the master's daughter, I believe, and some rather strange guards. Beyond that, I really can't say. I haven't actually seen the daughter, but I know the master is quite proud of her. The master desires privacy, and I respect that wish. As I always say, the will of the master is the shall of the servant. I wrote that. He is an unpleasant sort, with a short beard and moustache, and a funny hat. He is rude when giving orders, and he has the habit of staring at a person and licking his lips. Most unsavory. I have only caught glimpses of them occasionally, but I don't think they are quite human. No matter. If a man does a good job, then whether he is a man does not matter. I am the gatekeeper of Borgov Castle. Is it not true that he who guards the gates is the keystone speaker? This is the gate to Borgov Castle. You can see it in the distance behind here. I am here to make certain that only welcome guests may enter through here in the daytime. At night, this gate is guarded by huge necrotaurs, who make certain no one tries to enter without permission. The town of Mordavia is to the east of here. Turn to the east as you leave and continue until your way is blocked by rocks. Then turn north and you will find the gates of the town. You've obviously done quite a lot for one person. It will be interesting to see what you do around here. There's no need to knock. I am the gatekeeper after all, though I'm afraid that I cannot let you in. I'm under strict orders not to open the gate for anyone unless the master instructs me to do so.
The road winds its way perilously across the treacherous gorge. A tall oak tree spreads its branches across the cliff edge.
Goodbye, young man. May the fireplace be warm and the drink cold at your journey's end.
You're in the western part of the forest. You're in the western part of the forest. You are in the western part of the forest. You are in the western part of the forest. You're in the far western part of the forest. A lovely lake stretches out to the south and southwest of here.
Hello there. Could you help me? This water is so cold and I need someone to help warm me. I am the Rusalka. Please, take my hand and help me. If you take my hand, I'll be happy to show you what the lake is like. If you take my arms, I'll be happy to talk to you about anything you'd like.
You ask what a nice girl like her is doing in a place like this.
It's so nice here in the water. Why don't you join me? It is so cold here in the lake. Please, come and hold me and help me to be warm again. Surely a hero like you will help someone like me. Please, take my hand. It is so cold here in the lake. Please, come and hold me and help me to be warm again.
You are somewhere in the middle of the forest. You can barely discern the traces of an old road leading north and west. You are somewhere in the middle of the forest. You can barely discern the traces of an old road leading north and south. You are deep within the heart of the forest. You are deep in the heart of the forest. Through the dense trees to the east, you catch just a glimpse of a small pond and a beautiful garden. You are in the forest somewhere southeast of the town. To the north, you can see a beautiful garden and a gently flowing stream. You have come to a beautiful garden deep within the forest. The stream flows gently in a loop around the central island. Feelings of peace and harmony permeate the area. The fruit tree is laden with luscious-looking fruits of many kinds. It must be one of the rare mixed fruit trees. It's an ornate oriental lantern. It's an ornate oriental lantern. The stream is wider and slower at this point. It almost looks like a small pond. Someone has dug a large hole there, perhaps removing a bush or a small tree. A pile of soil has been removed from the hole in the ground. It looks like high-quality topsoil. As you approach the tree, the fruit vanishes. Must be that low-calorie kind. It doesn't budge. You discover 30 crowns hidden there. You accept it as a gift from Irana. After some rest, you feel better. Just past the hill, you can see cultivated fields and a walled town. You are near the northwestern. The wyvern is a smaller cousin of the dragon. The good news is that wyverns don't breathe fire. Bad news is their tails are said to contain a deadly venom. Prior to coming to Moldavia, You'd hoped that wyverns were mythical. Now you're just hoping this one will myth you when it attacks. You grab a handful of rocks. The wyvern has no place to carry treasure. This is one reason why dragon hunting is far more popular. You grab a handful of rocks. You grab a handful of rocks. You grab a handful of... You grab a handful of... After some rest, you feel better. You're about as stealthy as the average goon. After some rest, you feel better. After some rest, you feel better. After some rest, you feel better. The tower is empty. The gatekeeper is nowhere to be seen. The heavy gate blocks access to the castle road. Fortunately, it also blocks the path of the two slavering necrotors on the other side. They look hungry to see you. A dark, ominous castle looms upon the tall, craggy mountain. The oak tree seems to beckon you towards it, as if it wanted to grab hold of you and throw you into the seemingly bottomless gorge. It'll take a lot more than that to get this gate open. The gate is solid iron. You can't even hear your own knock. Just past the hill you can see cultivated fields and a walled town. The faces on the jack-o'-lanterns glow like malevolent demons, waiting for an unwary victim to come within their grasp. You've never been very good at making pumpkin pie. You can't open the gates, they're barred on the other side. You knock on the gate. There is very little sound, the gate seems to be very solid, and you get no response. You're getting some good practice in climbing. You'll need to keep practicing before you'll be able to make it over this wall. It was built to keep monsters out of the town. You attempt to force the gate open. It won't budge. You're getting some good practice in climbing. You'll need to keep practicing before you'll be able to make it over this wall. It was built to keep monsters out of the town. You're getting some good practice. You're getting some good practice in climbing. You'll need to keep practicing before you'll be able to make it over this wall. It was built to keep monsters out of the town. You feel a chill go through you as you enter this part of the forest, as if a cold wind suddenly sprang up from nowhere. You feel a chill go through you as you enter this part of the forest, as if a cold wind suddenly sprang up from nowhere. A ghostly figure floats near the center of this clearing.
Everything is so strange. I lost my way home. Please, can you help me find my way? I'm trying to find my way home. I keep getting lost. Can you show me the way to town?
The ghostly apparition vanishes. Beautiful music streams forth from the illuminated lantern. Beautiful music streams forth from the illuminated lantern. There is nothing left to take. That didn't do anything. You take a drink of the cool water. It tastes like wild strawberries. You feel the sensation of floating freely in a swirling cloud of magic. You are warm and safe, surrounded by the sound of peaceful beauty. You feel as if you are suddenly totally alive. You can remember every happy moment of your past, taste every favorite sensation, hear all the colors of the universe. This is the true joy of living. Suddenly, you find yourself trapped by darkness. You cannot breathe. The darkness is tearing the warmth, life, and magic from your body. Pain. The agony of lungs without air. The burning cold of a body trapped in ice. The terror of helplessness as death approaches. You float, cold and lifeless. You awaken as the sun begins to rise. You wake in a cold sweat. You remember every detail of the nightmare as though it had really happened to you.